sayest, and doest well, answered the twain. But they imagined mischief against me. We ceased not spooning before a fair wind, till we had exchanged the sea of peril for the seas of safety, and in a few days we made Bassorah city, whose buildings loomed clear before us as evening fell. But after we had retired to rest and were sound asleep, my two sisters arose and took me up, bed and all, and threw me into the sea. They did the same with the young prince who, as he could not swim, sank and was drowned, and Allah enrolled him in the noble army of martyrs. As for me, would heaven I had been drowned with him, but Allah deemed that I should be of the saved. So when I awoke and found myself in the sea, and saw the ship making off like a dash of lightning, he threw in my way a piece of timber which I bestrided, and the waves tossed me to and fro till they cast me upon an island coast, a high land and an uninhabited. I landed and walked about the island the rest of the night, and when morning dawned, I saw a rough track barely fit for a child of Adam to tread, leading to what proved a shallow ford connecting island and mainland. As soon as the sun had risen, I spread my garments to dry in its rays, and ate of the fruits of the island and drank of its waters. Then I set out along the foot track, and ceased not walking till I reached the mainland. Now when there remained between me and the city but a 2 hours' journey, behold, a great serpent, the bigness of a date palm, came fleeing towards me in all haste, gliding along now to the right, then to the left, till she was close upon me, whilst her tongue lolled groundwards a span long, and swept the dust as she went. She was pursued by a dragon, who was not longer than 2 lances, and of slender build, about the bulk of a spear, and, although her terror lent her speed, and she kept wriggling from side to side, he overtook her and seized her by the tail, whereat her tears streamed down and her tongue was thrust out in her agony. I took pity on her, and picking up a stone and calling upon Allah for aid, threw it at the dragon's head with such force that he died then and there, and the serpent, opening a pair of wings, flew into the lift and disappeared from before my eyes. I sat down marveling over that adventure, but I was weary, and drowsiness overcoming me, I slept where I was for a while. When I awoke, I found a jet-black damsel sitting at my feet, shampooing them, and by her side stood 2 black dogs, my sisters, O Commander of the Faithful. I was ashamed before her, and sitting up asked her, O my sister, who and what art thou? And she answered, How soon hast thou forgotten me? I am she for whom thou wroughtest a good deed, and sowedst the seed of gratitude, and slewest her foe. For I am the serpent whom by Allah's aidance thou didst just now deliver from the dragon. I am a genie, and he was a jinn who hated me, and none saved my life from with whom be peace. Unless thou deal to each of these dogs 300 stripes every day, I will come and imprison thee forever under the earth. I answered, hearkening and obedience, and away she flew. But before going she again charged me, saying, I again swear by whom made the two seas flow, and this be my second oath. If thou gainsay me, I will come and transform thee like thy sisters. Since then I have never failed, O Commander of the Faithful, to beat them with that number of blows till their blood flows with my tears, I pitying them the while, and well they wot that their being scourged is no fault of mine, and they accept my excuses. And this is my tale and my history. The Caliph marveled at her adventures, and then signed to Jafar, who said to the second lady, the portress, And thou, how camest thou by the welts and wheals upon thy body? So she began the tale of the portress.